God, I don't know what to do anymore.
Charm or choice? The story that shook a family.
Charm or choice? Is it really charm? I don't know. I never used to believe in charm or juju, but lately, after everything that happened, my father keeps calling me, crying and pleading, saying it was charm that caused it all. Let me start from the beginning. My family came from humble beginnings. My mother and father worked very hard to start a small restaurant. It was not easy at all, but slowly the business grew. Our food became popular. People came from far and wide just to eat in our restaurant. Growing up, I saw the love between my parents. They loved each other and worked together. But as time passed, things began to change. I didn't understand why. The business brought a lot of money. My father, who was once a simple and humble man, began changing. He began having affairs with different women. My mother was heartbroken. She cried, she prayed, she begged him to stop. We even called pastors and family members to counsel him. After many efforts, my father promised he would change. And after a while, things got better. We were happy again. But one day, everything changed. A strange woman entered our restaurant. She was very beautiful, with smooth, shiny skin. She ordered food and asked who the owner of the restaurant was. The sales girl pointed to my father. The woman went straight to him. I didn't know what she said to him that day, but from that moment, my father changed again. At night, I would see him sneaking outside to make phone calls. When my mother asked him, he said he had no network inside the house and needed to talk to business partners, but we all knew something was wrong. Slowly, my father's love for my mother died. He started treating her like a stranger. He made her clean the restaurant floor and wash dishes. Even though we had workers to do those jobs, our access to the joint bank account, my mother couldn't withdraw money anymore. Then the big shock came. One day, my father called me, my brother, and my mother for a family meeting. Right there, in front of us, he announced that he wanted to marry a second wife. My mother screamed and cried. She reminded him that we are Christians and that polygamy is not allowed. But my father didn't care. He boldly told us that he had already paid the bride price of the other woman. We were devastated. My brother stood up and challenged my father, but he didn't listen. He told us that if we didn't accept the new woman, we should leave his house. 1 week later, my father brought the new wife home, the same beautiful woman who came to the restaurant. My brother refused to allow her inside, but my father pushed him aside and said she must enter. My mother cried and begged, but my father instead he pushed us, my mother, my brother, and me out of the main house into the boys' quarters. From that day, our life changed completely. In the restaurant, my mother was reduced to washing dishes. The new wife would walk around proudly, telling everyone she was now the owner's wife, and even ordered my mother around. My brother promised he would not allow this to destroy us. He continued his university education, and after graduating, he found a job through the help of my mother's uncle. Soon, he started earning money and rented a small two-bedroom apartment for us. At first, my mother refused to leave the boys' quarters, but eventually she agreed. We moved out with nothing but our dignity. My brother worked very hard. God blessed him. Not long after, he got the opportunity to travel to America for a bigger job. Before he left, he made sure we were comfortable. He kept sending money and asked my mother to start a small business. When I finished my university education, my brother finally brought my mother and me to America. We left everything, the restaurant, the house, and my father behind. Years passed, my brother got married in America. He didn't even inform my father. I also got married to a wonderful man here. Life moved on for us. But back home, things were falling apart for my father. Family friends told us that the woman he married had destroyed him. She mismanaged the business, sold properties, and finally abandoned him. Today, my father called me, crying. He said he was sorry. He said it was charm that blinded him. He begged me to forgive him. He said he wanted to reconcile with my mother. I just sat there on the phone listening. Charm? Now that everything is gone, now his eyes are open. Is it really charm? I don't know. But one thing I know for sure is that God vindicated my mother, who was pushed aside, now lives in peace. My brother, who was thrown out, now leads a good life. And I, the silent weakness, now have a voice. Maybe it was charm, maybe it was choice. But in the end, truth always arises. And we did too. Lessons from the story. Value the people who suffers with you before success comes. When greed and pride enters a home, destruction follows. Not every downfall is caused by charm. Sometimes it's simply bad character. Forgiveness is necessary, but wisdom must guide trust. God is the defender of the weak and the voice of the oppressed. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, and follow for more amazing videos.